funding to establish Emergency Management Authority. 4 districts now into campaign period. And Aitape overwhelmed by hike in prices. A very good evening. This is National EMTV News. I'm Natasha Rovoy. Thank you for joining us. The national government has shown their support towards the National Disaster Office with an allocated funding of 5 million kina for the establishment of the National Emergency Management Authority.
Dr. Billy Joseph stated that traditional partners outside of the country have also expressed their intent to support the establishment of NEMA.
Minister for Pacific, Honorable Ben Conroy, and the Minister for Disaster, Senator McAllister, they're both Australian ministers, and they have committed to support the setup of NEMA, including the construction of a building that will house the National Emergency Management Authority.
The Disaster Risk Reduction Framework is domesticated from the Sendai Framework, which is a UN strategic document that guides the management risk of disasters.
All UN member countries were requested to adopt the framework and align and link plans and programs to the SFDRR. The National Disaster Center, with the support from the United Nations Development Programme, translated the regional SFDRR framework into a national framework called the PNG National Disaster Risk Reduction Framework 2017 to 2030.
Department of Defense and National Disaster Center had the privilege of visiting the New South Wales and Queensland Fire Service and received assurance from the New Zealand government in drafting the NEMA Act.
The government of New Zealand to also help us to draft the NEMA Act. So NEMA Act will be an overarching act that will house all the other different departments or agencies under NEMA, including fire, disaster, and all that. So they have had experience in doing this and helping other countries. And New Zealand has stepped forward to help us with the legislative part.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
The 4 by-elections in the 4 districts are now in the second process of the election, which is the campaign period.
The 4 districts are Kaboom in Morobe Province, Usinobundi in Meding Province, Aitape in West Sepik Province, and Pogarapaela in Enga Province. As per the Electoral Commission's office, a total of 11 candidates paid their nomination fees for Kaboom district, while 27 for Usinobundi, and for Aitape was 6 candidates, and for Pogarapaela a total of 28 contestants. All of these 70-plus contestants are male candidates for the 4 districts. They have undergone the first part of the election, which was the nomination process, and are now going through the campaign period. The local level government election in the country is also coinciding with the by-elections. Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
Returning officer for the Kaboom by-elections, James Niapukali, says so far the campaign period is progressing well in preparation for polling.
Since nominations closed on the 1st of May last Thursday, Kaboom RO James Niapukali says he is confident that Kaboom will have a successful by-election.
During the nomination period, what I have seen and I have observed, and I also have doing my assessment as well, because of the past experience of having problem in 2022 election. All in all, generally, Kaboom people have regretted of what they did, and they don't see any normal service, government service flowing down to them because of the non-existence of DDA, Kaboom DDA. And the call for by-election is something very important to them. all in all, I think Kaboom people have regret, and in delivering the by-election, I don't think I will face any problem.
The RO added that a verbal request has been sent to have at least 5 regular police on the ground in Kaboom during the campaign period to maintain good order before polling begins.
I verbally request for at least 3 or 4 police personnel from the PPC command, what they call RP unit, must be deployed to assist PSC on the ground. Just for a start, not only for election, but there is some law and order problem, minor law and order problems on the ground, so they have to go and assist PSC to attend to those. They may be an obstacle for our preparation to the by-election. So, and I was also assured that there will be a deployment of a mobile squad and even a defense detachment to be stationed at Kaboom.
A total of 11 candidates are confirmed to be contending for the Kaboom MP seat, which of whom 6 are independent candidates, while 5 come under a political party. Jessica Nui, National EMTV News, Ley.
Aitape in West Sepik Province is suffering from hiking prices as of recent, following a death and burning of a vehicle that led to unauthorized roadblocks in the west coast of Wewak, affecting access to services in Wewak and the flow of business. Resident Hudson Rakone gave an insight to this. Aitape town gets most of its supplies from Wewak town. Residing in Aitape for the last 8 months now, resident and finance officer attached to the district, Hudson Rakone, said the price situation in the area is dire. He said necessities such as noodles cost around 2.50 toya and a 3 flex is sold at 4.50, with store shelves almost always empty.
The situation here is the prices of rice, the basic rice and noodles and flour is skyrocketing. Up in though we have Aitape traders, TST, all these shops are now hiring budgets to bring the basic needed cargoes here to Aitape, which is so expensive, costly. So they are charging the people again now. So now price of the rice layer now on the retailing, low stores in 10 kina now. 9.50, 10 kina, 1 packet rice, 1 kg.
He said this has also had an impact on garden food being sold there, as mere locals struggle to earn enough to purchase store goods. Rakone said other means out of Aitape to Wewak are expensive.
Even we have some roads that link to Nuku and then back to Mafrik and then to Wewak. But because of the weather and the current road situation, the roads are so unbearable. And then they are charging 300 kina per person from Aitape to Mafrik, you see.
Sharing insight on this as well was the Provincial Police Commander, Chief Superintendent Christopher Tamari, who said an attempt to resolve peace along the area was unsuccessful, and police now can only do much with limited resources. Apart from trying to maintain patrol along the west coast and at Dagua that currently lacks police presence, police escort is offered every second day to shuttle supplies into Aitape.
And unfortunately, it's because they don't have a member, and it's just even worse for them. So what I told them is, okay, look, whoever wants to move cargo from Wewak into Aitape or from Aitape into Wewak, this is my sergeant. He's OIC reservist, or Sergeant Kalinau. Liaise with him, he'll run convoys and escorts every second day. And that's what we've been doing.
He said, however, this assistance as well depends on the weather.
It's been raining lately. And West Coast is known for bad weather. West Coast, Aitape, Wewak Road is bad. It's got a lot of weathers. It's bad.
While noting the lack of police presence along the west coast, PPC Tamari alluded to plans underway to ensuring police presence in Dagua, East Sepik Province.
Because along the west coast, you don't have police presence. You don't have a police station. So, honorable member just purchased police stations. They're already at his yard, and we are waiting accounts to be opened so that we can clear up the Dagua yard that is inclusive of the church and church ground and health and everybody, around the Dagua LLG area, which is where the church is missing ground, and then the health center, school. So that's where the police station will be there. Until and when we go to a police station, all the houses erected, done and up, then I'll transfer at least 6 officers there so that they can maintain presence along the west coast highway. At least for now, yeah.
Members of the PNG Medical Board were sworn in today at the National Health Department office in Port Moresby. Announcing the appointment was the Health Minister Elias Kapavore.
The Medical Practices Act of 1980, Section 4, allows the Minister for Health to appoint the medical board.
Among those commissioned today as members were Dr. Downey Azerom representing the National Department of Health, the only female in the board, Dr. Esther Apuhaya from the Port Moresby General Hospital, and Professor Nakapi Tefuarani from the School of Medicine and Health Sciences.
Okay, we will now go into the...
Acknowledging the significance of the event, Acting Registrar for the Medical Board, Dr. Alphonse Tay, highlighted a current stumbling block for the board.
Minister, I am very happy to hear that this is one of the things that you would like to have in us reviewing the Act and to...
He also went on to commend the Health Minister's appointment, including a lawyer in the board.
For so long, we have never had a lawyer in the medical board. I don't know in the previous boards whether they had a private lawyer or not. We relied heavily on our own lawyers with the department.
The new board, after the ceremony, proceeded to hold their first official meet to elect a chair. National EMTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Chicken kebasa din ha? Yum!
This stuff right.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum!
Stir fry for you.
And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, 1 cube at a time.
You get big data and big value with Telecom Good Pillar mobile data plans. From only 3 Kina, you get 1 gig for 24 hours. And for only 150 Kina, you get 130 gigs over a whopping 30 days. And with loads of Good Pillar data plans to choose from, there's a small, medium or large plan to match your budget. Dial *777# to subscribe. Telecom, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic and diverse logistics company, totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport, to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
Meet the bank for everyone, everywhere. As People's Microbank, we were proud to be a bank for the people. Now as National Banking Corporation, we are bringing modern banking to all in Papua New Guinea. With more branches and our friendly staff ready to assist you in more places, we are making money matters simple and fair. So wherever you are, however you say it, say hello better banking. Learn more at nbcpng.com.pg.
Secure your advertising today with MTV. Vocal Fusion Season 12. Book now. Contact our sales team on 312-9200 or email mtvsales@mtv.com.pg.
You're watching National MTV News. The conclave to elect a new pope begins today in the Sistine Chapel. The days for voting are on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. There can be 4 votes daily, but only 2 smoke signals to signify if there is a new pope elected or no pope being elected. Central Provincial Government has signed a memorandum of agreement with the Gubuni Incorporated Land Group today to have the central city located in Sabusa in the Hirikoyari electorate. A check of 650,000 kina was presented to the team to start off work to build the city there.
After so many years, the Central Province is now taking its first step to have its own township. The chairman for Gubini Incorporated Land Group, Ahota Badu, said it is a milestone for Central Province to see such developments.
I'm pretty sure that we are very privileged to sign an agreement with the Central Province government.
Another committee member for Gubini ILG, Tony Newton, said Central Province has only land as their commodity.
Land in southern region, particularly in Central Province, that's our only commodity and asset. So as the incorporated land group, we want as much as possible utilize it to bring in developments.
With this in mind, Mr. Newton said they want to release the land to those that will make an impact on the lives of their people in terms of developments. While thanking the Gubini ILG team, the provincial member for Central, Rufina Peter, said it is a reset for the province. She highlighted the importance of the MOA that was signed by the 2 parties today.
Following an independent assessment by SMEC, Snowy Mountain Engineering Company, on the master plan for Bautama, Central City, it was determined that only 1/3 of the land was adequately suitable for infrastructure developments and other major developments. Based on those findings, the recommendation was made to identify and secure alternate land within the boundaries of NCD and Central.
Rufina said another commercial agreement will be signed come 30th of September that will supersede this MOA. After realizing the limitations in terms of accessing land in Bautama, the provincial member said Gubini ILG had agreed to grant full and unrestricted access to a portion of their customary land.
The terms of this agreement allow CPG to select suitable land areas for the staging and hosting of Independence Anniversary celebration, while a commercial agreement for the long-term use will be negotiated no later than 30th of September.
In return, the Central Provincial Government has allocated a total of 1 million kina to build the local economy in the likes of land registration and giving land titles, and also to support SMEs like Boy Storage and Exchange Area, a security firm, and many others. Samantha Solomon, National MTV News.
K92 Mining Limited, the operator of the Kainan 2 gold mine in Eastern Highlands Province, has announced a major construction milestone for the Stage 3 expansion of the mine.
This follows a successful installation of the semi-autogenous grinding or SEG and ball mills for the new 1.2 million tons per annum process plant. The ball mill installation was completed on April 19 and the SAG mill installation was completed on April 23rd. K92 Mining Limited Chief Executive Officer John Lewin said this is a significant milestone as they prepare to commence the commissioning of the new 1.2 million ton per annum process plant later this quarter. Lewin said the Stage 3 expansion represents a transformational pace for K92, positioning it to become Papua New Guinea's next Tier 1 mid-tier gold producer, and as the mine remained focused on delivering a world-class operation that generates substantial long-term benefits for its workforce, local communities, and the broader economy. According to a statement released by the mine, the construction activities has continued to progress well, with approximately 75% of the growth capital either spent or committed. Following the completion of the Stage 3 and 4 expansions, K92 is expected to be a larger contributor to the growth and economic prosperity of PNG. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
Bank South Pacific has released a statement noting that the newly announced U.S. tariffs on Papua New Guinea is limited. However, the broader regional implications are more concerning.
BSP Group CEO Mark Robinson, when commenting on the recent developments affecting the Pacific region, said that while the newly announced U.S. tariffs have limited direct impact on Papua New Guinea, the broader regional implications are a cause for concern. Robinson stated that the United States is not a major trading partner of PNG, with its exports, primarily coffee, cocoa, and vanilla, relatively modest in scale. However, the blanket 10% reciprocal tariff imposed on most Pacific nations, including PNG, and even higher rates such as 32% for Fiji and 23% for Vanuatu, introduced uncertainty. These are key markets for BSP, and any disruption in trade flows could have meaningful economic consequences. He added that while Palau and Niue have been exempted and a 90-day grace period has been granted, the greater risk lies in indirect effects on major regional partners such as Australia and China, which face more significant tariff exposure. Nicole Rama, National EMTV News.
Former Karawagi MP Camillus Danguma challenged the local farmers during the launch of Farmset Supermarket in Mount Hagen, emphasizing the urgent need to shift from subsistence farming to commercial practices.
During the relaunch of Farmset Supermarket in Mount Hagen yesterday, former Karawagi MP Camillus Danguma, a key figure in the agriculture sector, addressed the farmers, raising concerns about the current state of farming in the country. Mr. Danguma challenged farmers to keep on farming while outlining an issue in the agriculture sector.
Everywhere else in the world, they give emphasis on agriculture. However, in Papua New Guinea, I think we have a problem. Our government budget, there is emphasis from the government saying that they want to help agriculture, but the amount of support that's given to the agriculture sector is a problem. It's not reaching the small people in the village levels.
Mr. Danguma further highlighted that Papua New Guinea still lacks from converting subsistence farming to commercial farming.
Subsistence farmers is our way of life in Papua New Guinea, and our ancestors have been growing and eating, and excess they've been giving it to other people, but when that day comes and when they have excess, they give it to us. But that's the only way we know. And our farmers at home, including members of parliament, who are there, our leaders, I don't think we know how to convert farming from being a subsistence farmer to a commercial farmer. And in Papua New Guinea, it's lacking.
Meanwhile, he added that He was proud to have a state-of-the-art abattoir in Chimbu Province. Edward Luke, National MTV News, Mount Hagen.
And now we take a look at the NASFAN market report. The kina closed lower at $0.2448 in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, your kina was buying $0.2373 dollars, 0.3619 Australian dollars, 0.2013 euro, and 33.33 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold is trading higher, coffee closed higher, cocoa closed higher, copper closed lower, palm oil closed unchanged, crude oil is trading higher, copper closed unchanged. On the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, the ASX 200 is trading higher, and the All Ordinaries is trading higher. National MTV News continues after the break. Stay with us.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always True Guy. True Guy, true inspiration through generations.
To our strong, resilient, and amazing mothers across the country and the world, Happy Mother's Day! Mothers are a blessing to us all. They create, they nurture, they bring love, warmth, and beauty into our lives. A mother's prayers and good wishes are always there with her loved ones. A mother's work never ends as she works to sustain a happy home. She cooks, cleans, and works in different fields. With her own hands and unique perspective, she does these things to inspire greater dreams. Her love, care, and sacrifices do not go unnoticed. Mother, you will always hold a special place in our hearts. So to all our precious mothers everywhere, we say thank you and Happy Mother's Day.
You're watching National MTV News. The watchdog for fighting corruption in the country, the Independent Commission Against Corruption, in a press conference today, announced that in the recent weeks and months, corruption has taken a toll in the country. This was highlighted by the Deputy Commissioner Operations for ICAC, Daniel Balch.
The watchdog has indicated that corruption in the country has increased in the recent weeks.
Warned for a long time that if corruption is not dealt with properly, it will start to damage the very system that keep our democracy strong. Sadly, we're now seeing this happen. In the past few weeks, the situation has gotten worse. The signs are clear, and what's most worrying is that some top government and political leaders are not doing what they promised.
The Deputy Commissioner for ICAC, Daniel Bouch, highlighted few of the reported potential corruption by high-ranking government members and politicians.
There were publicly reported incidents regarding potential corruption by high-ranking government members and politicians. This includes a letter allegedly from the Minister for Finance instructing the release of approximately PNG Kina 73 million in outstanding payments to multiple businesses. Days later, the Post-Courier reported that the Prime Minister had intervened, rightfully, to halt those payments. In recent days, we noted that the Finance Minister has now also been replaced. Additionally, just last week, media reports revealed that a court determined on the civil standard that the Mining Minister had paid bribes in the form of vehicles and cash to influence votes for an election. And other stories, no official report of suspected corrupt conduct has been made to ICAC about these matters. The silence speaks volume.
He said despite all these, there have been no reports to the ICAC as yet. Mr. Bouch further highlighted that despite ICAC having the laws in place, the stakeholders have been silent.
Despite the claims that ICAC has the laws it needs, repeated requests for legislative cooperation are met with silence. Our letters and requests are often ignored. Meetings don't happen. Court processes are delayed. Even simple things like getting search or arrest warrants can be blocked. For over 12 months, we have submitted frameworks, drafted national responses and sought high-level coordination to confront PNG's corruption and crime epidemic. People often say, ICAC is the last hope for PNG. We are doing everything we can to live up to that hope.
He is calling on the public servants and government leaders to work with ICAC to fight corruption in the country. Mr. Bouch also mentioned that the funding that they get is still not enough to fully do their job.
It's circa 52 million kina is what we're told we'll receive. But I will highlight, we're also quite clear that that's not enough. We can always do with more. And we're more than happy to have positive conversations with, across the law and justice sector, with government around what it actually takes and what it means.
Samantha Solomon, National EMTV News.
Minister for Defence Dr. Billy Joseph facilitated the launch of the Review of Disaster and Emergency Response Mechanism yesterday in Port Moresby.
Dr. Billy announced that the review team will be spearheaded by former Customs Commissioner Ray Paul, retired Major General Gilbert Toropo, and former Chief of Emergency Medicine at Port Moresby General Hospital, Dr. Sam Yokopua.
The government has developed the Terms of Reference, or TOR, for the establishment of NEMA and engaged a team of eminent experts to review all the existing legislation in relation to addressing disasters and emergencies to ensure the risk of disasters are reduced and managed effectively in Papua New Guinea.
The experts engaged are responsible for identifying all stakeholders and government agencies that contribute towards humanitarian assistance and disaster relief and disaster risk management cycle. The team is also expected to review the legislation and government framework, propose disaster management organizational structure, and assess the humanitarian assistance disaster relief.
The review will basically set a stage for the establishment of the National Emergency Management Authority, or NEMA. NEMA will bring together players in the disaster response and management cycle together under one organization for effective prevention, response and management of natural and man-made disasters. This exercise will further look at the provisions of existing legislations governing 1. National Weather Service, 2. the PNG Fire Service, 3. Volcanic Observatory Center, and aspects of Department of Geohazard and Mineral Policy to fall under the ambit of National Emergency Management Authority. 4. The National Disaster Center. 5. The National Maritime and Safety Authority. 6. The National Ambulance Service. And 7. The emergency management team from the Department of Health.
Dr. Billy said the country has encountered several disasters, which he explained have been a huge responsibility of the National Disaster Office.
As we all know and have witnessed, in the recent past, natural disasters in Papua New Guinea have become more frequent and more widespread that pose a huge challenge to the National Disaster Center to adequately implement the PNG National Disaster Risk Reduction Framework 2017 to 2030.
Benson Wema, National EMTV News.
A memorandum of understanding has been signed between Conservation and Environment Protection Authority and PNG Customs to work together to protect the environment.
Managing Director for Conservation and Environment Protection Authority expressed gratitude to the Customs Chief Commissioner for the partnership and elaborated on the MOU.
This MOU, in the absence of other policies, like we don't have a waste management policy, an important policy that should assist us to regulate the waste management. So this MOU, it's very critical that it will ensure our working in partnership to ensure that we control the burnt substance. On behalf of SAPA, once again, I thank the PNG Customs for the strong leadership that you have shown, not only with our organization, but with other departments and organizations. You have shown the way for our country.
Chief Commissioner for PNG Customs elaborated on some of the activities Customs has carried out.
It's got to be operationalized. And the first thing that we need to do is to work with SEPA to identify all of those goods, because some of them will require a permit. Some of them are restricted, cannot come in. Some of them, when a permit is given, then we will allow it to come in.
He said despite the limited resources they have, they continue to do their work.
Further enhances our ongoing collaboration. It's not that we've not worked together before. We've always worked together, but it just reinforces our working partnership and cooperation.
It is noted that the MOU will also pave a way for other programs in relation to the protection of environment. Lauren Jimal, National EMTV News.
A popular Papua New Guinean musician, Nathan Nakikus, said rights of local artists can be protected if the country can come up with a digital platform that can be used to earn royalties.
During a music conference held in Port Moresby yesterday, local artist Nathan Nakikus said Papua New Guinea can adopt systems that are used in countries such as the United States and Australia to ensure they get paid for their music apart from live performances. Mr. Nakikus said he has been using an Australian platform known as APRA Music License, which makes sure that music creators are fairly paid for songs played in Australia.
And we don't have that body in PNG, kind of APRA. So APRA is Australian based, so plenty of stuff and this we sign up for, because we have along that line we have to establish something for ourselves here to help not just musicians. You got in the creative space, you got all content creator stuff, you got all dancers, you got all fashion designers and stuff like that. So it's about time, like music's trying to push a way through for everyone to follow and have a collective body now.
Meanwhile, the Investment Promotion Authority, or IPA, are buying into such concept. The Intellectual Property Office of PNG, which is a division within IPA, is responsible for administering intellectual property rights, including trademarks, is confident that local artists can benefit if they can work together with various authorities.
I think what we are now discussing is how can Papua New Guineans themselves collaborate, musicians collaborate, and create a platform where they're able to harness those intellectual property rights and be able to manage those rights so they can grow in the music.
Pakatambua, National MTV News.
National MTV News continues after the break with Chukai Sports. Stay with us.
Accept the challenge. Choose PNG's favorite purified bottled water. True Wara, 100% PNG made.
Proudly bottled by Paradise Foods.
This May and June, Port Moresby comes alive with the historic Asia Pacific Month. A spectacular celebration of our shared heritage and unity. Join us as we honor 50 years of independence by celebrating the nations that helped shape PNG. From May 16 to June 21st, experience the cultures and stories of our Asia-Pacific family. Our nationhood was shaped by centuries of connection with our Asia-Pacific family. Now, we celebrate this history together. Taste the authentic cuisines, witness breathtaking performance, and explore our shared history, all in amazing Port Moresby. Don't miss the Asia Pacific Month, every weekend from May 16th to June 21st. Free entry for all. We work, we inspire, we celebrate.
Enjoy more talk, more text, and more time online with Telecom More Bundles. Choose from 8 plans ranging from 3 kina with 600 megabytes of data all the way up to 75 kina, loaded with a massive 35 gig. Best of all, each plan comes with an unlimited on-network call minutes plus on-net and off-net talk and text. That's way more time to chat with family and friends. Telecom More Bundles. Top up now.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck, like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family, living each day knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
Since the regulation came into being in 2000, the super funds have grown from just under 2 billion kina industry to now 20 billion kina.
Join us every Monday nights at 7 p.m. for In Focus, your weekly news and current affairs talk show, which presents in-depth commentaries, discussions, and analysis of the major current affairs issues in Papua New Guinea and in the region.
Areas involving politically exposed presence.
Papua New Guinea loses between 20 and 25% of its national budget to corruption, fraud, waste and error each year.
There are existence of clandestine laboratories illicitly producing crystal meth.
Every Monday nights at 7 p.m.
Chukai Sports.
Welcome to Chukai Sports. Papua New Guinea international Sylvester Namo has signed on with Queensland Cup side Brisbane Tigers for the remainder of the 2025 season. Tigers coach Matthew Church announced the signing recently.
Sylvester Namo is not a stranger to Brisbane Tigers coach Matthew Church, as Namo once played under Church when they were both with SPPNG Hunters back in 2021 and 2022 seasons. Namo had a short stint in the English Super League, where he played 23 games for Castleford between 2024 and 2025 seasons. However, the 24-year-old's career in the UK was cut short as he was released by Castleford at the back end of April. Despite the setback, Namo had another opportunity waiting, and thanks to his former coach Matthew Chetz, the pair reunite at Brisbane Tigers. Chetz told Trukai Sports Today that he had looked after Namo when he first brought him into Antas years back. Chetz said he was hoping to develop Namo to NRL or Super League through the Antas system. The former Antas coach highlighted that the idea was to see Namo signing up with Tier 1 clubs while they are young and match what these clubs would be looking for in terms of age and long careers ahead of them. The Australian said the Kumul front rower is dedicated and focused on improving, and that is why he sees the opportunity to mentor him. Pakatambua, Trukai Sports.
After a successful women's T20 smash, cricket fans can now look forward to the men's version, which will kick off on Friday, May 9th at the Armani Park in Port Moresby.
The men's Isuzu T20 Smash tournament has been announced today with 4 teams on board and now in the process of advising players in terms of selection. Speaking to Trukai Sports, tournament director Lakani Oala shared an insight.
The important aspect of this selection will be that the PNG Baramandis will be going to Oman in November to try and qualify for the T20 World Cup in 2026. So that's, everything is, being prepared to get our boys prepare well and get ready.
He also said that some of the players come from outside centres, which is a good number after a long while. The tournament is used for selection process for international matches.
We are looking forward to the talent that will be on show over the next couple of days. And we're quite excited for the players that are coming outside from Port Moresby. As you know, we use this competition to select our players to do representative and international matches for Papua New Guinea. And we're excited to see some of the new talents that will be on show. Hopefully, the new players come in can stand up for themselves and make themselves available for selection.
Mr. Owala says preparation has been very good and he thanked Boroko Motors for their continuous support over the years. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
Trukai Sports continues after the break. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports.
Chicken kebasa dinner, yum.
This different.
Chicken curry, my favorite.
Kebabs for you.
Yum.
Stir fry for you. And chicken curry for us.
Magic in every meal, one cube at a time.
The IPI Group is PNG's most innovative, dynamic, and diverse logistics company. Totally focused on delivering outstanding service. Our diversified divisions span from major warehousing, bulk fuel and road transport, to large-scale commercial catering. The IPI Group of companies will be your partner, supplying tailor-made logistics solutions.
This May and June, Port Moresby comes alive with the historic Asia Pacific Month. A spectacular celebration of our shared heritage and unity. Join us as we honor 50 years of independence by celebrating the nations that helped shape PNG. From May 16 to June 21st, experience the cultures and stories of our Asia Pacific family. Our nationhood was shaped by centuries of connection with our Asia Pacific family. Now, we celebrate this history together. Taste the authentic cuisines, witness breathtaking performance, and explore our shared history, all in amazing Port Moresby. Don't miss the Asia Pacific Month, every weekend from May 16th to June 21st. Free entry for all. We work, we inspire, we celebrate.
Hey PNG, do you think you have what it takes to be the next star of MTV's Vocal Fusion?
And I told you when I'm gone, baby.
Well, it's back again and we're on the hunt for PNG's next biggest singing sensation. We're back with Vocal Fusion Season 12 and we can't wait to meet you. From the Highlands to the Islands, we're calling out to you. Meet us this May in Port Moresby for the auditions. It's Vocal Fusion Season 12.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
You're watching Trukai Sports. Karate is more than just a sport. For Sensei Julius Piku, it shaped his life. But now he faces challenges running Eastgate Karate Academy in Port Moresby.
Sensei Julius Piku started Eastgate Karate Academy to help young people. He learned karate as a child and it helped him grow strong in body and mind. Now his academy lacks proper space and support. Speaking to Trukai Sport, Sensei Julius highlighted his challenges.
As a karate instructor, and I speak for the rest of my colleagues, that there are several challenges we faced. The two key challenges I'd like to point out are, one, limited financial support. We're mostly self-funded, relying on student memberships and other activities to sustain ourselves. Unlike mainstream sports, karate is classified as a third-tier sports, meaning it receives minimal government support, especially outside the major sporting events. So this financial constraints affects the overall administrations of our operations as an organization and as individual clubs.
He calls for investment in sports and youth programs. Karate teaches respect and self-control. Julius believes it can help youth in PNG live better lives. Joel Mipari, Trukai Sports.
And now moving to overseas sports in NRL, Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs forward Jackie Preston will miss the next 4 matches after being found guilty at the judiciary last night.
He was cited for a Grade 1 crusher tackle following Sunday's win over the Gold Coast Titan. It also rules out his contention for New South Wales selection for the first 2 State of Origin games.
And that ends Trukai Sports. The Morning Plus weather report is next. Stay with us.
Trukai Sports. Trukai Sports.
Hi, I'm Chef Jules Henao, and this is where my true inspiration for cooking started. Like most of us, I learned to cook from my mum. Nothing beats simple recipes where fresh local produce is at the heart, especially when it's a home-cooked meal, prepared and shared with the ones you love. And in PNG, no meal is complete without rice. And my choice is always Trukai. Trukai, true inspiration through generations.
Are you tired of standing in those long lines to get your jackpot tickets? Guess what? You never have to with Telecom USSD jackpot ticket purchase. Simply dial *321#, follow the prompts, and you are set for your jackpot draw. It's as easy as 3, 2, 1. Telecom PNG, connecting you anywhere, anytime.
Dear son, you ask me how I live such a good life. Yes, I've had some good luck. Like the day I met your mother. But it wasn't always that way. I've made some good choices too, like working hard and keeping my super with NASFAN. They looked after it for me, which meant I could concentrate on looking after my family. Living each day, knowing that when the time came, I'd be ready for tomorrow. Love, Dad.
This Thursday on Sports Scene, the Bears dominate the POM Women's Softball Grand Final, CRU Grand Final rematch. We feature the Monaca Sevens Rugby Club, and we speak to squash athlete Gabriella Cox. Sports Scene this Thursday at 7 p.m. on your number one to watch, EMTV.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You may hold him and walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And now looking at the MoneyPlus weather report for the next 24 hours. In the southern region, Port Moresby City, cloudy periods with possible heavy rain, showers and thunderstorms. In Daru, some showers. Kerema, possible heavy rain showers with thunderstorms. Alotau, few showers and possible thunderstorms. And Popondetta, few showers. In the Momase region, Lay City, some showers and thunderstorms. Madang, occasional rain showers with thunderstorms. Wewak, cloudy periods with possible heavy rain showers and thunderstorms. And Vanimo, cloudy periods with possible heavy rain showers and thunderstorms. In the New Guinea Islands region, Lorengau, frequent rain showers with thunderstorms. KVN, occasional rain showers with thunderstorms. Kokopo and Rabaul, occasional rain showers with thunderstorms. Kimbe, occasional rain showers with thunderstorms. And Buka, occasional rain showers with thunderstorms. And in the Highlands region, Mount Hagen City, possible heavy rain showers with thunderstorms. In Goroka, Barnes and Kundiawa, possible heavy rain showers with thunderstorms. And Mendi, Tari and Wabek, possible heavy showers with thunderstorms.
The weather update was proudly brought to you by MoneyPlus, with you always.
And that wraps up the news, sports and weather for Wednesday, the 7th of May 2025. From all of us here, pleasant viewing and good night.
This news program was proudly brought to you by Smart Start Breakfast Biscuits and Gold Nuggets.
Coming up next at 7 p.m. Kai time, 7:30 p.m.